Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, y'all can already tell from the title, I'm sure that's why you're here, that we are talking about Healthier Choices Management Corp. Now, in today's video, we will be talking about something that I have not seen any other YouTuber nor any other article talk about that I think can be very, honestly, could potentially be pretty detrimental to HCMC. So I definitely think this is something to consider. I am still very bullish on this company. I'll just get that out the way before y'all start getting mad at me. I am very bullish on this company. I think they have a lot of potential, but I think that this is something to pay attention to for sure. Now, if you want to stay as up to date as possible and get all of this information early, you can definitely access that by joining the Patreon. It'll be a link in the description. It'll bring you over to this website. And what you can do is if you sign up for the bronze or the silver, as we are out of bronze early spots, this will allow you access to all of my content and the subject in which I will be talking about on this channel early. You can get access to my trades, my entries, my exits. You can get access to all of my portfolios. And it is an overall amazing community of over 200 people. We've been doing fantastic through 2021. Having weeks of over 100, 200%, and it has been an absolutely amazing year, and I cannot wait to keep crushing it with you all. Now, if you are trying to start your own investment journey, or if you are looking to expand out to a new amazing brokerage, I would definitely suggest using the referral link in my description, and that will bring you over to Webull. Now, Webull is a brokerage in which is adding OTC stocks right now. They've added crypto. They are absolutely fantastic, and whenever you do use that referral link, you will win 2 free stocks valued all the way up to $1,850. This is a fantastic opportunity, and it is a fantastic deal, and who doesn't like getting a little extra head start as well as winning some free money with only a deposit of $100? It is absolutely amazing. But with that being said, there is something that I want to talk about today with Healthier Choices Management Corp that actually worries me a little bit. Now, this isn't the biggest thing in the world. It's not the biggest, risk in the world. It's not something that will be absolutely detrimental and destroying to the stock, but it is something that I think could definitely be an issue. Well, we'll go ahead and let's get started. So, first off, what are we going to be talking about today? So, what we're going to be talking about is the fact that Philip Morris has a product, IQOS, that is currently clearly under a lawsuit with HCMC. But the thing about that is they are not only in a lawsuit with HCMC, they are also in a lawsuit with RJ Reynolds Tobacco. Now, RJ Reynolds Tobacco is a very large company, and they have loads of money. This is a very big company. They have loads of different products that they sell all over the world, and they are a fantastic company. Now, even just looking at their financials here, we can see that their net sales in the millions is absolutely insane. I mean, they have a lot of revenue and a lot of sales coming in. So this is no small company, right? If this was a company that was, maybe a little bit smaller, this risk wouldn't be an issue. But this is a company that can clearly have an effect, especially if they are capable of winning a lawsuit. So what is this lawsuit about in which they are in? Well, this is actually going to be a lawsuit in which they are proceeding in front of the ITC, or the International Trade Commission, and they are seeking to stop the importation of the IQOS product into the United States. So this is an issue. Okay, this is a very clear issue because, again, we got to remember, RJ Reynolds is a very large company. So whenever you have another company like Philip Morris who has an IQOS who's potentially at least infringing upon their patent, well, that's an issue for RJ Reynolds because that is hurting their sales of their own products, right? Because we got to think about it. They have their products, right? Let's see. There we go. RJ Reynolds has their products. Philip Morris has their products. If Philip Morris's products continue to do so well as they have, and as we will check out in a second, then that is directly taking consumers away from RJ Reynolds, especially if they are, infringing on their patent. Now, why is this a problem for HCMC? Now, there's something that we need to go over before we go over that, just so you can really understand it, especially if you're new here. And we're going to be talking about a patent royalty agreement. Now, a patent royalty agreement is a contract that outlines the terms under which a license can use a licensor's patent product. It is put in place when a licensor licenses the rights to their invention in full or in part. The patent royalty agreement specifies what is being licensed, how the license can use it, and for how long and under what terms they can use it. It also confirms the remuneration the licensee must pay in exchange for its use. This is usually royalties expressed as a percentage of sales. Keep this in mind. It's a percentage of sales. So if you have a patent licensing agreement, right? And this company, say you license a pencil and you get a patent over it, someone they want to use your patent, and then next thing you know, they're starting to sell that pencil. Well, you're going to get a piece of every single sale that they make on that pencil. Something that we will see occasionally, or honestly pretty often, is that whenever a company is in a lawsuit and they win it, especially in a patent infringement lawsuit, that the person who infringed on the patent will then come to a patent royalty agreement with the person they infringed upon to then give up a piece of each sale to the person whose patent in which they are infringing on. So what that means is that if Healthier Choices Management Corp, ticker symbol HCMC, HCMC, does win this patent lawsuit against Philip Morris, it's very likely that Philip Morris may have to pay out a percentage of their sales of IQOS products out to HCMC. Now, many HCMC investors were very excited about this because that then does provide them with some growth opportunity. It allows them to capitalize on a very, very large consumer base, and it allows them to have some type of consistency whenever it comes to another source of revenue. So whenever we think about that, if RJ Reynolds goes ahead and they have their IQOS products stopped from being imported into the US, that then means that IQOS will no longer be able to be brought here, which completely dramatically declines their sales in the US, which would then in turn hurt HCMC because they wouldn't be getting as many returns from royalties from Philip Morris. Now, I know that that is an issue, right? We have to understand that that is definitely a dilemma if they aren't able to, capitalize on some of that growth that they are seeing in the US. Now, there's a good thing to this and there's an issue. So the good thing to this is the fact that they are expecting to commercialize IQOS in a total of 100 markets by the end of 2025 from the 64 markets that they are in currently. Now, this increases its 2025 ambition for the contribution of its smoke-free products to total net revenues to more than 50% compared to a range of 38%. So they are looking to grow this thing very, very large. I mean, they believe that it has loads of potential. So the good thing about it is that if they're going out to a total of 100 markets, realistically, if they aren't able to import it to the US and it does hurt that market, well, they have other opportunities. It's not like the overall IQOS product is just never going to get sales from other places. The issue with that is that if we go over here, as due to a study in 2018, that the US is one of the biggest markets, not just one of, it is the biggest market for vape products out. So that's a problem because that could be their largest potential consumer base being basically completely wiped out if they are no longer able to import the IQOS over into the US if they do lose that lawsuit against not only HCMC but RJ Reynolds as well. So this is something we have to keep an eye on because RJ Reynolds, again, is a very large company. And if that company is capable of winning this lawsuit, that is going to be detrimental to not only Philip Morris, but that's going to hurt HCMC again, as that would hurt their potential income from royalties. So again, this is something we need to definitely keep an eye on. We need to pay very close attention. I did read an article saying that the overall importation of the IQOS could be stopped by November. So it is very important that we keep an eye on that and see what it does, because that could very majorly hurt the long-term outlook for Healthier Choices Management Corp. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying that this is what I want to happen. And if this does happen, there are other opportunities, right? There's other things and there's other outcomes from the lawsuit between HCMC and PMI that could result in other things. I'm not saying that this is a make it or break it for the company, but I think that if you're investing your hard-earned money into this company, it is very important to pay attention to this, as this could move the overall lawsuit with HCMC and it could move the overall revenue in which they can be receiving from royalties dramatically. And I do want to pay close attention to that for sure. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's little quicker video. Again, it was not the most bullish. It was not the most, positive video about HCMC. And I know y'all don't like the risk videos as much because it makes you nervous. Now, I'm not going to say that I think that this is any less of a buy. I still have shares. I'm still investing. I'm not selling due to this. So I'm not saying to take this as, oh my God, I need to get out. I'm so nervous. I'm scared they're going to lose everything. No, just relax. Like I say it all the time. It's very, very important for us to pay attention to the good things and the bad things. And just unfortunately, there are bad things that we need to pay attention to. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's update video on Healthier Choices Management Corp. If you did, you can let me know by smashing that like button and getting subscribed to the channel. If you do have any recommendations or suggestions for future videos, you can let me know down in the comment section as well. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.